The Retirement Funds Institute of Namibia, essentially we're an association for pension funds in Namibia. And we are the representative then for the pension funds industry.
The morning. And for our socials, we do have something interesting and something nice for you. And that is the Retirement Fund Institute of Namibia is a non-political body representing and promoting the interest of the retirement industry in Namibia. They will be hosting the R3 conference from 21st to 22 September 2003. And we have the vice chairperson of the Retirement Fund Institution of Namibia in the building, Sabrina Jacobs, to discuss the conference and some of the developments of their institution. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
How do you find the morning?
It's fantastic. A little bit chilly, and I think it was raining somewhere.
Oh, it was?
I can smell it in the air.
Are you a morning person?
Actually not, no.
Yeah.
No, I wake up after 10 o'clock.
After 10 o'clock, you're up. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us, so what is the Retirement Institute of Namibia and what are your scopes and mandate?
Okay, so I think you alluded to it very well. The Retirement Funds Institute of Namibia, essentially we're an association for pension funds in Namibia. And we are the representative then for the pension funds industry. Our mandate is to play an advocacy role with regard to all matters that affect the retirement funds in the country. And the principal objective that we have is to promote, protect, and also advance the interests of the retirement funds and their trustees, and also then the underlying members who contribute to retirement funds.
Beautiful, beautiful. What are some of your success stories that you'd like to share with our listeners from the past and so forth?
Okay. One that comes to mind recently was the enactment of the amendment of the income tax bill.
Oh, okay.
Or act rather, where there's been a tangible impact, and maybe as a pension fund member, you would feel it when you render your tax return.
Okay.
So RFIN advocated and submitted proposals to the Ministry of Finance many years back, and that gazetted amendment was the increase of the tax deductibility on pension fund contributions, and that was essentially the increase from 40,000 a year that you could deduct from your taxable income. And that has been increased to 150,000 rand per annum. Yes.
What an achievement.
From a tangible impact perspective, there's an incentive for people to contribute to funds because of that tax incentive, and RFIN played a key role in that as well. Yeah.
Wow.
We've also entered into memorandums of understanding with our counterparts and similar organizations in South Africa and Botswana, where we're really looking at fostering relationships, working on cross-pollination, and sharing best practice so that we can become a better representative from a benchmarking perspective, and become a better institute as an advocate for retirement funds. Yes.
Wow.
So we've been quite busy.
You've definitely been busy. Yes. We're still in the studio and we're chatting to Sabrina Jacobs. Coming up is Sako D, Lucky Lucky. Beat me for my chest. Damn, I'm lucky. 99 FM. We are still here in the studio speaking to Sabrina Jacobs, who is the chairperson of the Retirement Institution Fund, and we've been chatting nice stuff, man. So you are actually here for a conference that is happening. Talk to us. What is this conference about?
So the conference that I'm here to speak about is our 16th annual conference.
That's 1/6.
1/6, yes.
Goodness.
So RFIN has been around for quite some time. And that will take place, as you said, on the 21st and the 22nd of September. So it's about 23 days from now, if I count it, yes. And the R3 conference, or actually it's the R cubed conference. So the 3 R's refers to being resilient, relevant, and well-resourced.
Resilient, relevant, and well-resourced.
Yes, that's what we want retirement funds to be. Yes.
Gotcha.
So we will be engaging with all our stakeholders, trustees, principal officers of funds, service providers in the industry, actuaries, benefit consultants, asset management. RFIN is the unifier of the pension funds industry.
Beautiful.
Essentially. And we will be bringing all of these people together in one room to discuss issues that affect the industry.
Wow.
We will be discussing how we can harness investments, whether that is local investments or looking outside of Namibia, because pension funds are also invested outside of Namibia from an equity perspective in South Africa or overseas. We will have Mr. John Oliphant speaking in terms of harnessing investment opportunities in Africa. We will be speaking about, looking at the legislation changes and how we can look at fostering better cohesion between all the laws that affect pension funds, whether it's the Income Tax Act or the newly implemented, established the FEMA, as we all know, the Financial Institutions Market Act, the Administration of Estates Act. And if there's any vacuum that is created because of changes, regulatory changes, we will be discussing those as well. The conference will be interactive. There'll be online polls that participants will be able to enjoy. So yes, we're looking forward to it. And the message that I actually want to share is, we are trying to create a future that we will retire in 20 or 30 years from now.
Nice.
And we have to start working on that now. We cannot.
Beautiful.
We should have started yesterday, but let's rather start now.
Let's start
yeah,
today.
because we are going to reap what we sow.
Yeah.
And we have to ask ourselves the question: what is the future that we are trying to create for ourselves? From a infrastructure point of view, what are the type of health facilities that you want to use when you turn 60 or 65? What are the type of medical facilities that you want access to? What opportunities do you want to have for your children from an education point of view, so that you don't at the age of 60 have to, pay for the university education, that type of thing.
It's going to be a really beefy conference in terms of informing and educating.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
because
that is ultimately RFIN's goal, education and providing information. Because training is also a big part of what we do. We do provide training for trustees and principal officers. Whether it is tailor-made training or specific induction training in terms of what are your roles and responsibilities as a trustee and a principal officer.
Beautiful. Lastly, because of time, what can people expect from your institute as the year comes to an end, and maybe last words that you want to leave us with?
Okay, so definitely what we will continue doing is engaging with our stakeholders as part of our mandate. We will increase the visibility of RFIN, and that's definitely our plan, and to amplify our voice, because we are the voice of the industry. We are offering relevant and really top quality training for provident funds, members of retirement annuities, as I said, trustees and principal officers, and really one topical issue that you will see coming up, where we will have active engagement, is on the proposals on the National Pension Fund, which is where the Social Security Commission is the custodian.
Beautiful.
Yeah. But parting words, I would really just like to encourage all our members, any institution that would like to come on board. RFIN is a non-profit organization, so we rely on sponsorships to make this conference happen. Sponsorship opportunities are open. Our confirmed sponsors are Arrestic Asset Management, Nedbank, Andreen, Moncourt Training and Consultancy, but there are more opportunities available. Yes, they can definitely contact our office at 061 301 482 in terms of getting to know what other opportunities available. Anyone who wants to register for the conference can do so, on our website, www.rfin.com.na.
Beautiful.
Yes. Online registration, seamless and easy. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for coming through and speaking to us. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you to your listeners as well. Looking forward to seeing you at the conference.
Please. That was Sabrina Jacobs speaking all things R3 conference happening on the 21 to the 22 September 2003. Coming up is Drake, Loyal.